Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Raids, week 17, day 6. So, today we have finished raids, we have finished out at least all that we can up to this point of delves. So, the only main thing to do is grind now, but we do actually have a pretty decent grind objective, and that is, we're almost at base 300 finally. The only one we're really missing is red, and the one that we ended up using for the cat, or not the cat, what's it called? The, Hex Rat. We still need 3 more, brown purple for that, and then I think we just need 7 more reds, which, should be obtainable this hour. So that's gonna be one of our main goal. Other than that, I need to go and claim our orb. We did finally finish that. Also, if anyone's interested, we do still have 1 spot left. If anyone wants to join, 1 million gold, level 1000 plus. And being able to participate in guild-related events like these, so that we can get all the rewards, like this shiny major orb that better be a blue. Let's see. Yeah, I hope it's a blue. We'll give out a code right now if it is. Nope, no blue. We'll give it out later. That's kind of to be expected. We've been a little dry on major blues. We're still a little ways on Zugoff. I believe we're 10 small blues away. Actually, we can go double check right now. Let's see. We divide that by... Yeah, we're missing... I gotta tell right now, never mind. We're missing... Oh no, let's just divide it. It'd be easier if I just divide it out. Calculator, go. Divide that by 4. 51 divided by 4, and then divided by 3. Let's see, 51. That's how many orbs we could create of the other ones, and divide that by 3. So we ended up needing... So we have 7.25, which means, what is that then? 25 an orb, that's... a weird number. Because wait, what does that come out to otherwise? Well, I need to do that 1 step back, and it actually would have told me. It's 51 divided by 4, which is 12.75, which means we needed 1 more for that 1 orb. So it's 9 more small blues. Haven't we been there like forever? It sure feels like it. But yeah, we're almost there then. Still kind of been stagnating around like the 10 area. Because we keep like gaining 1, using 1, gaining 1, using 1, or gaining 2, using a bunch. It just keeps going back and forth in that same area. It hasn't really moved much until we get like a major blue. Because we're basically just getting enough minor blues that it replenishes the minor blues that we keep using almost every week. But anyways, let's go clear out dungeons real quick. I believe leaderboards within the next tier if we really wanted to go for it. I don't think it's going to be worth it though. But I believe we could end up reaching it because that would bring it to 260. Which our points would probably be high enough to actually get it. However, we're just doing it up to tier, where we're at now, tier 4. Which I believe was 500 gems, but it was worth it for the weapon and everything else we got. Anyways, let's go do dungeon real quick, and then go on the Traitstone grind to try to get the last of the Arcanes we need, while also doing Sentinel leveling. Still need to get Sentinel leveled, ideally to max, so it's still a while away from max. Not even halfway there yet. But where's my key team? Where's my key team? It's like buried behind a billion teams these days. A thought. Complete a delve on level 500 with no losses. Get 2,000 renown. Pure faction on 150 only gets you chaos shards for the last 50 points. Wait, what? Complete a delve on level 500 with no losses. Get 2,000 renown. Pure faction on 150 only gets you chaos shards for the last 50 points. Still not sure what you mean by that. Hello everyone, hello Starlight, hello Mulu, hello Demon Angel, hello Raven, hello William, hello Bladesong. But yeah, I'm still not sure exactly what you mean by that, unfortunately. So there's no point in doing 150, go for 100, 200, or 300. It still is beneficial because it brings you closer to the, it still brings you closer to the objective every single time. It's so that when you are doing, like, for example, right now, if we were to do, let's say, 100 instead of 150, it would still bring us closer having 2 150s than it would be having a bunch of 100s. It just means that it keeps alternating every other one. And yes, we don't get those little bit of shards if you're referring to that at, like, the level 50 little area there. But whatever reward that is for every single one of those tiers is pretty trivial. I think it's just a small amount of shards, sometimes it's a small amount of ingots. Whatever it is basically 0 resources. So there's not much of a point to do it if that's what you're referring to. Just to get the tier reward thing. Hello, Humberto. Hello, Christy. Hello, Clown. But yeah, is this what you're referring to? Oh, wait, never mind. Let me go clear this out battle real quick, and then we'll go over to dungeons. But if you're just referring to that shard thing that you get every 100, or you get shards every 10, and then you get that little reward thing every 100, that's not really too useful. I don't even believe it gives you another pet upgrade. I'm not sure. Because I believe the one previously gives you the pet upgrade. If it is for a pet upgrade, then maybe it actually is worth it to go to 200s then. But if it doesn't give a pet upgrade immediately, then it's probably not worth it. Let me go double check though. If it does give the pet upgrade, then it actually is worth it. Or possibly, just because it brings you a little bit closer to getting those rewards. But you'd get them eventually anyways, just from doing max 2,500. You're just getting it sooner rather than later. Anyways, let me go check that real quick. What is the reward for next tier? It would be 6 more. However, 6 more is not required for an upgrade. So what would be the point? You would get math. You would get 10 more shards, and you would get 6 more dire rows, or whatever the pet is. However, that 6 does not allow you to upgrade the pet, nor is 10 shards anything. So, yeah, it wouldn't make much of a difference if we went to 200 pure faction rather than 150. Wouldn't even matter, as long as we did at least 100. That's the only thing that matters, because that gives us the pet upgrade, and that's it. I just do 150 because why not? But 100, 150, and 200 are all good. I normally do 150 personally, but as long as you do at minimum 100, it'll allow you to allow you to do this. It'll allow you to get 2,100, which gets you the pet upgraded at least once, and that's it. Because even if you get this tier, it is not enough to upgrade the pet a additional time. You'd still be, what, like 5 copies short or something, which you wouldn't get until 2,300. And doing 300 pure faction is normally not possible, unless you had like potions off the next patch. Anyways, where were we? I need to go back to the overworld. So, grind time. Also, we'll probably go do our daily tasks a little bit later, because why not? I keep like delaying them to never do it. I think we could actually do all 3 at once, if I'm not mistaken. We have 4 unique troops who all share a mana color. And then we need to do 4 human. So I need to do 4 human that all share a mana color. And we can actually get that done all at once for 20 gems and 2 gem keys. That's not too bad. Actually, since I'm talking about it, might as well do it now. They're all 10 battles as well, so it works even better. So all we have to do now is use 4 humans 10 times who are all the same color. So let's go do that real quick. Let's just go put that over top of any useless team, so we don't need this. That was just to show it for the video. Clear out team. Where's clear team? Wait, is there not a clear team button anymore? Okay, well, we'll drag everything. Okay, let's see. What do I need? I need human, and I need them all to be either green or yellow, because we're going to give them half mana start. That's not where humans are. That's where humans are. So we'll go under that, go under human, boom. Okay, so now we need all these to be the same color, and, let's see. What's her name? Let's just type in 50%. Her name is Holy Saint Astro. Why do I keep forgetting her name? Okay, now I just need something that can hit all enemies simultaneously. So just type in all enemies, and I also need them to be yellow or, okay, maybe not yellow. Oh, actually, we could do it with Atlanta. Yeah, we'll do it with Atlanta, since we're going all yellow anyways. And now I just need ones that have link. Actually, air link. Okay, good, that works. That, and come on, one more air link. Do we not have another air link? No, we do not. Okay, fine, we'll just put you in there for now, that's fine. Okay, all in Atlanta. And we'll set the banner to double yellow, because I don't think there's a +2 yellow, +1 purple of any kind. Is there? Let's see. Why does it feel like there is? Let's see, what's every double yellow? I can't wait till we get the new sorting banners next patch. Though I don't believe +2 is on the sort. It has +1 and has -1. Doesn't have +2, however. Okay, yeah, we just have to go with a standard +2 yellow. So, or any of the other variants, but let's just go normal +2 yellow. Where even is normal yellow? It's all the way over at Whitehome. There it is. Okay, so let's go with that. Get Atlanta up. It takes 1 single yellow to do so. Kill that 10 times, we get all of them. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, technically 100 and 300 are best, technically. However, 300 is near impossible to do, unless you really upgrade the horde level. 200's realistically as far as you can go. And 100's the minimum you should go. Alright, let me double check that actually counts. Let's see. No. Oh, same kingdom. Never mind. I thought it was same type. Whoops. Okay. Well, there's no 4 humans from the same kingdom we can roll with. So I guess we're doing these 2 simultaneously, then we'll come back to do the 4 of the same kingdom one. Somehow we already have that done 3 times. Oh, duh, pure faction. Ha! That's how we already have it done. Because pure faction team technically counts as 4 from the same kingdom, doesn't it? That's funny. Anyways, let's keep going with this. So this will count for all of them except for the pure kingdom one. Because this is not all from the same kingdom. Can't really do that well with humans. There are some types that could. Humans are not one of them. Mainly because there's not enough yellow good humans, or not enough of the same color human in Holy St. Asher's kingdom, which is Whitehelm. There's almost no humans in that kingdom. And it goes quick enough that it won't matter too much. We still get a decent loot from this. 2 gem keys, 10 gems. For not even like 5 minutes. Okay, maybe a little bit more than that, just because of the team building. That definitely doesn't take that long at all. Hello, Steve! Hello, Overfiend! Welcome, welcome. Hello, Clown! Hello, Christy! Hello, Humberto, if I didn't already say hi. I will try for double purple here. Never mind, there's no way to take it. I'll just take a purple to purple. Grab that, take ourselves a purple over there into an extra turn, and then we can just wipe out his entire team, and we're good to go. There we go. Okay, next one. Do we even bother with that skull? Not really. We'll just take the yellow there, kill out everything, and we're good to go. Okay, yeah, we'll take the drop there. Grab all that mana, take a purple surges, though we do not have a +1 purple. That's why we need the +1 purple for. Let's grab that. Down it goes. Should need like 3-4 more battles. Okay, we would take hero. Grab that over. Take a yellow surge. Actually, we'll take purple to yellow just in case. Because I think if that yellow didn't surge, it still wouldn't have been enough mana. Do you have a how-to video on delves? Yes, we've done a couple of them in the past. If you just type in Gems of War delves, you could probably find it, I believe. We will be covering another one pretty soon as well, since we finally got the new delve. I was waiting till we got this delve just so I could do videos, or do one video going over various teams for all the more recent ones. But a short story on it is do multiplier order, and that is pretty much all you need to know. Do multiplier order, and just teams, and we'll be covering a teams video for it soon. And the reason you do multiplier order is because the multiplier you currently have does affect each room's current gold loot that you get. Whatever the reward says on the page gets affected by whatever the multiplier is at a given time. You'll still get the exact same chest at the end of a delve, but all your progress throughout the delve does get increased by each of the multipliers that you currently have. And there we go, 2 gem keys and 10 gems. And now we just need to do 4 from the same kingdom to do the last one here. So the easiest way to do that... Actually, what is the best one to do 4 from the same kingdom of? Trying to think of like a good AoE that's quick. That has a lot of links behind it. They have to be unique too, which is the problem. We can't just do like 3 Queen Auroras with like hero or something. Trying to think. And in thinking, I could probably already had a team built. Yeah, I guess we just go with a quick mercy. No, but then we can't do half mana start. Dwarf. Yeah, we'll go with dwarf. I think dwarf might actually be it. Let's see. Where's what's this called? Kazale. So we'll do this. We'll go. What's every option we need? We need that. We need this because why not? And we need, most importantly, High King Iron Gut. And then we simply go and use hero with a quick brown weapon set to Rune Priest, wherever that is. Alphabetical order, still can't find it. Okay, change that, and... Oh, excuse me. Now we just use any brown AoE weapon, which I believe is Black Manacles, as our best option. And there we go. Okay, and we set our banner just to double brown. We could actually minus yellow. Is there a minus yellow with double brown? I don't believe so. Every single minus yellow has like minus purple on it. I mean, every single +2 brown has minus purple on it, so we'll just use Kazale banner, which makes sense. That's the banner of this kingdom as well. And there we go. Okay, normally you give Apothecary +1s. In this instance, it's probably not going to matter. So we simply convert right immediately, or simply take mana, take extra turn if we can, otherwise just take that. Black Manacle, dead. And repeat until we win. Oops, I am not doing this in the correct location, am I? I clicked on Explore. Whoops. That is not where we're supposed to do this. Let me go do Challenges, not Explore. Let me just make sure that counted. Did it count? Yes, it did. Okay. So now we just need to do that 6 more times right over here. And one-shot everything. Hello, Captain! And then we can go grind Traitstones. Okay, do we have Convert? Yes, we do. So simply go into that. Black Manacle, dead. And repeat that till we win. 5 more times. And we get 10 gems just for doing that. And I need to get on the daily tasks more often. Sometimes they're really, really, really bad. But then you get days like these where it's like, okay, yeah, you get like 50 gems worth of resources within not even 15 minutes. It's more like 10 minutes or so, 12 minutes. Let's see. Oh, thank you for that, Neil. Yeah, I'll be covering a Teams video on it very soon. I was mainly just waiting for this faction, because if I didn't, we'd just have to do it for a whole nother faction over again. But it's been a while. I think the last time we covered it, there was only like 4 factions in the game, maybe even less. But now there's, what, 8? I'm almost losing track now. Okay, we'll go and get a Convert down. Get Black Manacle, let him do his thing, throw that down and wipe his entire team if I ever decide to end his turn. And there we go. Hey, we got Arcane from it, except that's not the Arcane I need, unfortunately. I'm just grinding here because it's one shot. Not because we actually need the Traitstone. Okay, that should be, what, 2 or 3 more wins. Already lost track. A few battles passed. Already lost track of number. Okay, what do we take here? We'll grab a, I'll take that. Get our extra turn there. Grab the other one. Black Manacle it all down. And there's our 10 gems. Okay, so all daily's done. Literally all daily's done. Not a single other daily related thing we could do, other than try for a raid leaderboard or spend more gems on either of those two, which are not viable. So, next order of business. Mergrim, or, I mean, not Mergrim. Zolkari. Not Zolkari. I'm, like, combining names now. Drak Zoom. Actually, no, Zolkari's correct. But that's that one, not this one. Drak Zoom. Anyways, we need 2 or 3 more Traitstones here. So let's go and get that. And then after that, we need to go do Pure Red. And then we'll have 200 of every arcane, or 300 of every arcane for the first time. Right in time for probably the following patch, when they're probably going to be adding a Traitstone sync very soon. It's likely 3 patches from now. Not next patch, because we already know everything that's in next patch, and it's not there. Not the patch after that, because it's a small patch, and it's very unlikely they would do a Traitstone rework like that. But the patch after that, which is probably... Oh, I don't even know what month that would be. Probably July? Question mark? I don't even know these days. That or like May, June. Somewhere in those 3 months. We're probably getting the Traitstone sync, I would expect. We're already like way prepared by now, I'm pretty sure. Though you never know how much it's going to cost. It's actually the first time since Soulforge that they would be adding a sync to something that is a infinite resource. So it'll be interesting to see how they do that. Because similar to Souls, it is possible to infinitely farm Traitstones at any given time. What do you mean with Traitstone rework? They're going to be adding some kind of sync to Traitstones in which you're going to require a lot of Traitstones. Like a really absurd amount of Traitstones. How much, we don't know. But, a really high amount. Like some kind of absurdly high amount, most likely. Like, at minimum, doubling the amount of Traitstones that you probably need within the game. What exactly it'll be used for, we don't know. Also, the amount we'll actually need for it, we also don't know. But having excess just in case of literally every Traitstone is going to be helpful. That's why I'm trying to grind them evenly in case Arcanes are needed. And if we need some of every Arcane, that's going to go down pretty quick. I said sync, not sync. Oh, never mind. You said the Christy. Never mind. I hope it's for Doom Weapon Scrolls. They will be adding some way to obtain Doom Weapon Scrolls. I do not believe it'll be through Traitstones, though. I honestly don't know what they'll be doing with that. Who knows? Maybe treasure maps will have them. They said treasure map rework and arena rework, as well as dungeon rework. It feels like this year they're just reworking everything, apparently. They still haven't done PvP rework from last year, either. Still haven't done Guild War rework from last year, either. So it seems like they're just reworking everything. Like, they're reworking chat for this patch. It seems like the theme of this year is just rework literally everything that already exists, which is good. And I hope that actually is the case. They're talking about it, but them actually doing it is another story. But hopefully they do. Let's see. We'll grab that, get our reds there. Because a lot of pieces of content in this game have been kind of left behind from mass amounts of updates that we're just bringing in new content rather than reworking old content. Also, we are getting balance rework as well next patch. It's been a while since they've actually done a really good one. Well, not as in a really good one, I just mean like in general. They haven't really done one for a while. And that should be coming soon. They also said Wild Folk rework might be coming before next patch, which means it might just creep up into next week, because next patch is like 2 weeks from now. So any time it could possibly be before next week would be if it's tomorrow, or not tomorrow, on Monday. But who knows, maybe we'll be surprised this Monday with a Wild Folk rework. Highly doubt it, though. That's been like 6 months in the making. When they teased they were going to do that. Actually, more like 7. I think that was back in like, what, September? August? Still haven't gotten it. But it's coming. They're basically making Wild Folks into stat-reducing troops, essentially, and trying to make them more viable and unique. It's probably going to be one of the bigger reworks of a kingdom since probably Magrim Woods. Basically how, like, Wild Queen acts and Selvasi acts is basically how every Wild Folk is going to act, or at least a number of them. I wonder if they're going to buff, what's his name, too? Even though he's not from that kingdom, but he is a Wild Folk. Ragnagord. Ragnagord is one of those troops that, in the past, he was a good mana-generating option, but ever since Hero has become everything, it's basically never used because Hero is superior to it. Mountain Crusher with any half-mana Hero class start is stronger than Ragnagord in essentially every situation. The only one situation where it's not is on Pure Brown if you desperately needed to take reds in order to get his mana. But even in that instance, you would still get quite a bit of benefit from using Mountain Crusher's Brownstorm. Hey, we got Arcane. I think we only need one more now. And then we can go focus on the reds. It'd be nice if they added another way to get Traitstones that you need as opposed to grinding for hours upon hours to get like maybe 5. The hourly rate is approximately 10 to 12 actually, if you can win 3 to 4 per minute. The rate actually is around 10 to 12. Of course you can get unlucky hours, but at a rate of about 3 to 4 wins per minute, it comes out to about 10 to 12 arcanes per hour. But yes, it is a bit random. Though a lot of methods of actually obtaining is random. The only non-random method of obtaining arcane Traitstones is every single week when they end up adding a new troop for glory. You can of course buy as many as you want. And it'll be, you can just grind arcane Traitstones that way. It's actually going to be buffed next patch as well, in that you'll be able to do it in a quicker rate. Starting next patch, you can buy infinite of them in a single click. So if you wanted to buy, I hope there is a cap on it though, because I could definitely see myself accidentally misclicking to buy like 100,000 of them. But starting next patch, they will have a little thing that will allow you to multi-buy those packs, like the glory troop thingy that come with arcane Traitstones. So you could theoretically get hundreds of arcane Traitstones within 5 seconds starting next patch, assuming you have enough glory. And you'll be able to do that for each individual arcane whenever it comes out. You can still technically do that now. It's just you have to click a billion times to do it, which ends up wasting more time. You have to invest time just to do it. But that's currently their way of obtaining arcanes in 0 time, essentially, is buy them with glory whenever they're available in a weekly pack. The problem is the rotation of those colors is all over the place, and it would take over a year for it to pass through every color in the game. So when you see one that you really need or you know is decent or a lot of troops use, you kind of have to just go for it. Like green-purple is one of those pretty noteworthy ones. If you ever see green-purple, you pretty much just mass buy it out, especially if it's an epic, because it's even cheaper to get the arcanes that way. Because whenever it's an epic, they cost 200 each. Well, it's 400 for the pack, but there's 2 arcanes, so it comes out to 200 glory each. Whereas the 300 packs cost 300 glory each, and you only get 1 arcane. So it's actually cheaper when it's 400, which sounds weird, but that's just because there's 2 arcanes in there. If you look at it just from an arcane perspective, it's better to always do it when there's an epic. Speaking of that, isn't there one this week? Pretty sure there was. I gotta double check. But yeah, starting next patch, you can just buy as many as you want instantly. Whereas right now, you have to click it 1 at a time, and it takes forever to actually click through them. Let me go double check, though, while we're here. Take our tribute. Perfect timing. Grab that. Let's see. Yeah, this was an epic this week. Oh, it's for red-purple, too. Red-purple's not too bad of a color. But yeah, like, this week would be one of those times to mass buy. However, in the current state of the game, you have to keep clicking it over and over and over again. Whereas starting next patch, you could buy 20 of this, 50 of it, 100 of it. I don't think you would need much more than 100 of it. But however many you want to do at a single given time, you could do it in one single click, or 2 clicks. You just move the little thing to how many you want. Click, boom, got it. Pretty much. Okay. Let's see. Let me move back on that. Let's go and check our Traitstones. How are they doing? Are brown-purple finally replenished for when we use them on the rat? No, they are not. We still need 2 more. So let's go get them. Oops, Darkstone is not where I want to go. Let's do it in Droxzoom instead. Still need 2 more. And then we head over to Pride Lands, because that's the only place we can get pure red. Actually surprised the pure color is one of the only few we don't have above, but I guess it's because I never grind for it. Even though we never use it, we also never grind for it. I almost never grind for any of the pure colors. Just because they're used the least of any color arcane. At least in the current state of the game. Okay, I'll grab the yellow down, take Explosion. Also, once we get those 2 Arcanes, we'll hand out a redeem code. And then move over to the other one. And hopefully we'll get a Sentinel level in that time as well. Slowly but surely. I think it's at 51 right now. Yeah, 51. Should be almost at 52. Doesn't gain any benefit until 70 though. In which case we could start using Dispel on it. It gets either Dispel or +1 brown. More often than not, I feel like we would use Dispel though. Okay, we'll move that over. Grab an Explosion. Get that down. Somehow neither of them gain full mana. And he just denied the other color I needed. Really? Okay, we'll take that. That's not enough to kill. Come on, give us a kill option. We have mana on everything except the one that will actually win. There we go. Wish there was a easier way to get legendary ingots. Currently, the best way to get legendary ingots is spam delves like crazy. Is the easiest way of getting legendary ingots. Actually, speaking of that, I think we almost have enough legendary ingots to max out every weapon. I think we're about a dozen or so weapons short. I know we finished all the mythic weapons. Oh wait, why did I say that the other day? I kept saying that I don't need legendary ingots anymore, but I meant mythic ingots. I don't need mythic ingots anymore. Legendary ingots I actually still need. So it's actually bad when we get mythic ingots, but it's good when we get legendary ingots. And it's even better when we get epic ingots, because there's no way to downgrade. And for whatever reason, epic ingots are the hardest to obtain. Which it feels really weird that they're doing that for everything. Epic ingots are the hardest ingot to obtain, and epic Traitstones are the hardest Traitstone to obtain. That's what we're grinding right now, Arcanes. They are the least common Traitstone in the game. Not because they're less common than the legendary ones, but because they just come in at, or there's just one of them. Or, I mean, just one of them. There's 20-something of them, whereas there's only one legendary one. However, ingots have a different problem. The problem with ingots is delves end up giving legendary and mythic ingots, which completely devalues legendary and mythic ingots rarity. And the only thing that epic can really be obtained from is spamming PvP like crazy, which doesn't quite work out because you get way more from doing delves than you do from getting spamming PvP like crazy. I don't think there is a single person who has maxed every weapon yet who is playing with, or who didn't buy any of the epic packs yet. And if they did, then they are grinding PvP like 10 hours a day if they did do that without buying a single epic pack. Okay, let's go and destroy all those now. Okay. Yeah, whenever they add a new delve, it's a great week to do delves. Because not only do you still have the daily ones, but you have Tuesday event and you also have Friday for the entire weekend. So you end up getting a lot of delve battles whenever there's a week that gives a new delve like this week. Because you get a bunch of battles on Tuesday, you still get your daily battles, and then you get a bunch of battles on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Unfortunately, it's only once a month, though. But the Tuesday ones are every Tuesday, but you know, the weekend-long one is only once a month. When they add a new faction. Yeah, we'll throw that down, get our explosion, throw a split on everything. Take it down, and there we go. There's one arcane. Need one more, and then we'll hand out a code. And then we can switch to the other kingdom, because that'll be at 300. Unless we ruin it again. A lot of them are like right at 300, so as soon as a new troop comes out, that's like any rarity other than, well, really any rarity. Because other than mythics, whoa, well, that was quick. Wow, that was quick. Well then, back-to-back Arcanes, I'll take it. But, what was I just saying? But yeah, whenever any rarity comes into the game, other than mythic, I tend to trait them manually, rather than using orbs for it, even though we have a billion orbs. But anyways, let's go and, mainly because mythics get the best value out of it. Technically legends as well, but mostly mythics. Legends second and third trait and mythic second and third trait have the best value. Obviously with the mythics being better value to do it on. But let me go give out a code. I did say once we get those arcane, so we should have 300 now. I'm going to go double check. Should be exactly at 300. And yes it is. We have replenished ourselves after the Hex Rat ended up reducing us below. And now the only one we need to go do is pure red. But before we do, let's just go get this code real quick. Paste that there. Copy. And there you guys go. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click on that link. Gives the same reward as, or actually, your invite code is found underneath this menu, whatever your game says there. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters. And it gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 2,500 gold. And it works on every platform except for console versions. Okay, so that's out the way. Now to Pride Lands. To go get our other 7, I believe it is. I don't know if we're going to finish all of that right now, but I don't know, we might be able to. It depends how lucky or unlucky we get. If we get like 5 within the next 30 minutes, I'll probably try going all the way. If we get like 2 in the next 30 minutes, probably not. It'll depend heavily on luck. Like if we get 3 Arcanes in a row. Nope, didn't get it. Almost. Oh yeah, green, yellow, arcane. I think I have like, let's see, 600 of them? I want to say 600. Some kind of ridiculously absurd amount. It's getting so high, I think it's almost above my Celestials. Let me double check. But yeah, that one that's from Warren's. Yeah, light Traitstones. We have 705. That is just so broken. Because that delve keeps giving us 9 arcane lights every day, assuming we're using our delves there. Which the last few days I haven't because of the new delve. But every day, we're basically getting 9 arcane lights within a very short duration of time because of that one faction. So much so that it is going to overtake Celestials very soon. In less than a month, it will overtake my Celestial stack. Actually, in a couple weeks, it probably will. Well, maybe not. Probably, yeah, about a month. Probably by the end of this month, my Arcane Light stack will overtake the Celestial stack because we keep getting, as soon as we finish out the current faction that we're trying to max out, we're getting 9 of these per day, at minimum. Not even counting legendary tasks and just randomly getting them for PvP in other locations. But, yeah, a lot of Arcane Lights. Also, did we finish the event? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have. I haven't been going out of my way for it. No, I have not! Wow, we haven't actually finished the event yet, somehow. But luckily, what we're doing right now is passively getting it done. Though most of the factions I've been grinding do not have that many yellows in them, which is why it's not done yet. Or not factions, I mean explore kingdoms. I keep using those words interchangeably, even though they mean slightly different things. Did you notice Fangmore's last room has less rewards than any other delve? No glory? I did not notice. That I did not. I didn't even notice initially that Warren's had Arcane on the final battle. I don't know why they made Warren so good. Not only does it have the best treasure room layout, it has 3 Arcanes every final battle. Which adds up to be obviously a lot of free Arcanes, Arcane Lights. We're never going to need another Arcane Light ever. Unless the Traitstone sync requires like 1,000 of every Arcane. I highly doubt that though. Could you imagine that though? In order to try to sync every Traitstone in the game, they add like a mythic or even above mythic rarity weapon that costs like 100 of each of those Arcanes. Like if it's a... Oh, it actually would require more than that. How many combinations would that be? If something had 3 colors, how many combinations of 2 is that? Isn't that 5? Math. Wait, I actually don't know what that is off the top of my head. And I forget what the formula is for that. Isn't that 5? 3 things going in groupings of 2. How many different combinations is that? Where you can't repeat the same one twice. I'm pretty sure that's 5. So they could fit that in Soulforge. Where a weapon would cost like 100 of each of however many those are. Plus maybe some other resource. Is it 8? Without repeating any? It seems high. Let's see. I would need to visualize that. Is it 8? That seems too high. Pretty sure that's too high. Trying to do mental maths. I'm trying to like group them in my head visually. Is it that many? It might be that many. That'd explain why we could use so many things in Delves, gosh. If it covers that many double-colored troops. Let's see. Oh no, they would never do something like that. I don't even know what they're doing for it. I'm just like messing around with that. But yeah, they have to be careful not to make it too expensive. But they might, I'm not sure. It depends if they make it for endgame content or mid-game content. If they make it for mid-game content, it's going to cost like 10, 12, stuff like that. If they make it for endgame content, I wouldn't be surprised if they made it triple digits, honestly. Kind of like Dawnbringer-like weapons, where it costs like an absurd amount of a single resource. I could see them doing that with Traitstones. And it not being realistic for people to actually get. It's more so just to sink the resources. They wouldn't be like used for literally everything, just how like Dawnbringer isn't. But I don't know, we still don't know what it'll be. It could be any number of things. Let's see. Throw down the explosion there. What I meant was every double color that works within 3 colors. So nothing where it repeats the same color twice. So like brown wouldn't work. And I just meant like every color going into every other color. So for example, red, purple, and yellow. Every dual color that fits within each other. So basically, any red, purple, yellow, where it uses 2 colors, and it uses 2 colors that are those 3 colors. If that makes any sense. Is the number I'm looking for. Okay, so it would be 3. I knew it was a lot lower than that. Yeah, so, okay, it's 3 then. That sounds about right. I knew 5 and 8 sounded a little bit too high. But yeah, they could do it like that then. So like, for example, something in Soulforge, if they did it on that format, could be like some kind of mythic weapon where it costs 25... like, let's say if it was for Dawnbringer, it'd be like 25 arcane red-yellow, 25 arcane red-blue, and 25 arcane yellow-blue. Then some other resources, and then you get whatever that weapon is. And that could technically be a way that they could sink not only souls, but also Traitstones. Not sure if they're going to do it that way. But, like, that's along the lines of probably something they might do. Not sure. But, we'll find out. Yeah, no problem for the code. Okay, we'll move that over. Grab that, firebomb everything. And dead. But yeah, the main reason they're even adding a Traitstone sink in the first place is mainly because Traitstones mean nothing in endgame, as well as late game, pretty much. Once you finally have everything fully maxed out in the game, especially with the new orbs that they have, Traitstones essentially become dead content. Because there's no point in ever obtaining more Traitstones, even though they're obtained from almost every single thing you do within the game. There's just nothing to put them into once you finally max out everything. But they might not even do like actual pieces of content. They might just do some kind of like extra little bonus that you could have temporarily or something else, who knows. But, oh wow. That's a big drop out of nowhere. 4 gem keys with a Celestial. 4 gem keys, of course, being from the gnome. That's pretty nice. Other than Vault Key, that's technically the best loot we could have gotten there. The only thing that could have been better if the drop was a Vault Key and if the Traitstone was an Arcane. Oh, there we go. There's our Arcane. Okay, throw that down. Take a red over. A proper sync needs to give a temporary benefit, yeah. Kind of like what they could do with pets. It would be so easy to do a pet sync for pet food, but they still haven't done it yet. And I think one of the main reasons why they haven't is because a lot of people actually don't grind, or from my understanding, a lot of people don't grind. It might actually, if they have statistics on it. But a lot of people don't grind pets, if I'm not mistaken. Like, once they have a pet, they don't bother doing the pet anymore. So that might be one of the reasons why they're not adding a pet food sync. Because pet food has literally 0 sync, and there's so many different things they could do it to. You could craft, like, additional pets with, like, diamonds and some pet food. Or you could give them, like, a temporary bonus that only lasts for, like, a day or a week or something based on pet food and maybe some other small resource. And it would be really trivial because it's such a small bonus already on pets, so giving it a little bit higher wouldn't really break the meta or anything at all. But they still haven't done that yet. Like, it's something like a 1 times higher bonus on any pet, even on literally every pet simultaneously, is basically 0 bonus. Pets do not really help that much. They're probably never going to do 2 times benefit for what's it called? For treasure hunt. And if they did, it would probably cost some kind of resource other than maps. It might cost maps as well, but probably like a small amount of gems or something else to make sure like you actually play the map out rather than just spamming it. But I don't know, it is something that was suggested in the past, adding like a 2 times or a 3 times loot system, specifically off of like multi-maps or something. I'm not sure if they would actually do that though, but if they did, their biggest concern always has been with it is making treasure hunt so good that it's the only piece of content worth doing. Because even as it currently stands, even though treasure hunt's pretty bad, it is still technically the best gem rate in the entire game. And with how they are with gems lately, I highly doubt they would buff it too much more. Even when they do a buff for treasure hunt, it's probably going to be more so for all the other resources, whereas the gem rate would almost be exactly the same as it is now, which is anywhere from around 50 to 80 gems per hour, somewhere around there. With 70 to 80 gems being if you spend all the gold and glory you get on gold and glory keys, with 50 to 60 gems being if you don't, and you just spam the maps as quickly as possible. All those instances are spamming the map as quickly as possible. There's currently no incentive to actually play a map, at least until they rework how maps work or add a leaderboard or do something that actually makes it worth playing the map out. That or boosting the red chest and vault chest loot, because right now you actually lose value from creating them. The only exception to that is if you get gem keys off of vault, but the chance for that is not that likely. I think it might even be less than 25%. I think they're all evenly split, but I'm not 100% certain on that. You had 19 mythic pets, nice. I think we're getting pretty close to halfway. Well, we really need those 1 snake. I still need that 1 snake to go get Mrs. Scales to 14 stars. I can't believe we're only 1 snake short, but we're exactly 1 snake short. Which I guess is technically a good thing. Well, it's not good that we're 1 short, but it's better than being multiple short, otherwise we would have had to spend gems on it the next time we find a snake. I know I ended up asking people if anyone wanted to join at the beginning of the stream, but if anyone still wants to join, we do have 1 spot left. 1 million gold, 1,000, level 1,000 plus, and if you can participate in all guild-related events, we have 1 spot left. Come and take it, because it is Guild Wars next week, which is important to have a full guild. So if anyone's interested, let me know. I believe we're in bracket 3 right now. Actually, did we move up to bracket 2? I don't even remember. Either bracket 2 or bracket 3. Pretty sure bracket 3. Oh, we won't have Sentinel max before Delves. I don't think we will. No, we definitely won't. Never mind. Not Delves, I mean Guild Wars. Yeah, we definitely won't, because Guild Wars is in, what, 3 days? Well, 2 days. Well, it depends how you count the days. I guess we could say 2 days. We're losing an hour, because isn't the time going back tonight? So that's going to be 1 whole hour out of tomorrow that we will no longer have. It's going to throw off everything. Yeah, don't forget the hours change is tomorrow, right? So our streams are going to be an hour later? Yeah, they should be an hour later. That also means reset time is at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time now instead of 2 a.m. As well as whatever the time is for reset time is now 1 hour later. Because the game time doesn't update to the hourly shift. So it just moves it by an hour. Yeah, we're about to gain a level on hero. Not hero class, but hero itself. Gonna be... excuse me. It's gonna be forever until we hit level 1,500, though. I gotta throw Sunbird down. And there's our level. Okay, right into purple, because we put everything into purple for no reason whatsoever. There we go. See you, Starlight. Have a good time. I'll catch you later. Also, we haven't been getting that many Arcanes, have we? I think we got 1 or 2. We almost got more Celestials than we got Arcanes. I'll go check it after we get another one. If we get another one. We could easily go 15 minutes without getting one. I've gotten an entire hour before without getting one. We've also gotten like 20 within an hour before as well. So we could definitely shift around, that's for sure. On average, it's about 10 to 12 per hour, though. But that's not always that many. Can be less, can be more. Oh, we almost just Cascade killed it just with skulls. That's kind of funny. Firebomb almost soloed the entire team. Let's see. You've been playing since launch 2. You don't have an overabundance of Traitstones. All your troops are traded, but you only have 50 to 100 or so of each Arcane, which isn't a lot. Well, it's still enough to get whatever new content comes in, at least, without having to go out of your way. Plus, there's still orange orbs. So since you have everything maxed already, you could be using orange orbs, particularly smaller ones, in order to get traits when you need, mainly on second, third slot Legends and Mythics. Probably more so Mythics if you have it low. Currently, I only run them on Mythics just because I feel like I'm wasting them if I throw it on Legends. Just in case we do need it in the future. Because anything that's not throwing it at second or third Mythic trait is losing value on how much you could potentially be getting for it. I don't mind doing that for green orbs, like the small greens, where we use it for slightly less souls, simply because it's only a few hundred each time, and it's pretty trivial. If we get like 1,000 or 900, the difference is basically nothing. But with a Traitstone like that, or with an orange orb, the difference can be like an hour of grinding with how many Traitstones it saves you compared to using it on a Mythic compared to a Legend. So it makes more of a difference there. Whereas the amount of time a single green saves from using on a Legend compared to an Epic is around 5 seconds. Which is obviously pretty trivial. Which is why it doesn't matter as much on that compared to an orange orb. So where did all the Arcanes go? We know you're in there. At least we'll stock up on red Traitstones, so I'm pretty sure we have abundant of them. For a while, in the when the game first got Traitstones, it was kind of funny. There was more red troops than any other typing. I'm not sure if that's still the case. But when Traitstones first came out, there was more reds than any other troop type. And they weren't adding as many new reds, which would of course bring in a bunch of minors that you could get off of Glory. So it basically ended up making a weird situation where red minor Traitstones were the rarest Traitstones in the game. Not because they were lower rate, but just because everything needed it more than other Traitstones, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure if that's still the case. I believe they evened out the coloration a bit more since then. But when Traitstones first came out, there was at least like 25%, 30% more reds than any other color. As far as the actual troops, not the Traitstone. Which of course made the Traitstone go lower. Oh, we got a Glory Gnome. Please have 1,000 Glory in you. The one you drop is fine. Okay, we'll take mid-range, 500. That is perfectly fine. That's what, 25 Glory Keys? Really good loot. Sunbird it all down. Also, that's one of them that's getting a rework, by the way. When they do the Wild Folk rework, the Satyr is definitely getting reworked. It's basically like a weaker version of Goblin. And they do want to make it a bit more unique since it's just basically Goblin. And there was a few other Wild Folk changes that are happening as well. But he's one of them that's getting addressed whenever they finally update it. Yeah, got a legend. Or a mythic, I mean. So it's not going to matter because the rest of the team are all commons and rares. Take that down, let it hit us, because it won't make any difference. It's not going to break through our armor. And down it goes. And we even have higher armor now than normal. We have one higher off of Mr. Scales, and we'll have another one in about a week. Once we get the new faction to 400. Which is right around the corner. Because starting tomorrow, I can start using my daily factions on the new faction. So that should mean, assuming we get a Valraven, I believe we can get to room 350 tomorrow. Wait, can we? No way. Wait, I definitely did the math wrong on that if it's 250. Never mind, I think 350. No. Huh, that's what I just said. Wait, I need to go double check that. There's no way we can get that high. Maybe I'm thinking 300. Because we could do 5 tomorrow. And then we could do 3... No, it's 5 total. No, it's 5 from the event. 8, yeah, we could do 8 tomorrow. The 3 dailies. And assuming we get a Valraven, 5 tomorrow. But that assumes Valraven. But I'm pretty sure we'd get a Valraven within the next 3. We haven't gotten in the last few. Yeah, we could do 8 tomorrow. And then 3 every following day. So what does that bring us to? I guess that would actually bring us there. Let me double check if the screen would ever load. What faction team for Dark Pits did you use to pass level 200? You mean Pure Faction? I never did Pure Faction above 200. We did it at 150. And we ended up doing it with 1 of each. I ended up doing it with, we need to go get their names. I still don't remember them all. I remember Plague Rat and I remember Hex Rat. I forget the other 2. Radiger and Sledgepaw. But we ended up running with Sledgepaw, Plague Rat, Hex Rat, and Radigar. That was our team that we ended up running for it. In that order. And that's what we ran for 150. As if you're talking about the Delve team that we used, we ended up using the same thing we've been using. Mountain Crusher, Apothecary, High King Iron Gut, and the Possessed King. Or replaced out Possessed King with Salvania Mora. And there we go, 9 free event keys. Grab our mail, which is our level up reward, which is another event key. As well as a little bit of glory. That 100 glory seems like 0 these days. How much glory there is in the game. What was the other thing I wanted to go check? Oh yeah, how many reds are we currently at? Let's see. It's the only Arcane we don't have at 300 yet. And we still need 6 more of them. Okay, yeah, we're not going to get that done in time. Same thing happened that I said earlier. We got 2 within that half an hour. Though we did get 4 gem keys and a Celestial, so I guess it was worth it. More so the 4 gem keys. That's sometimes more than we get in an hour during a vault event. Haha! Okay. Actually, this last hour has been pretty good for gnomes. We got a 500 glory drop, and we got a 500 glory drop, a 2,500 soul drop, and a 4 gem key drop. And it's not even a vault event. Okay, we can swipe with that, take it out, good to go. Also, if anyone hasn't used it yet, I'm pretty sure it's already used up, but just in case, there's Deem code from earlier. Still want to go check to see if it's usable. We'll have another one tomorrow night. And tomorrow night we'll go over everything for next week as well. It's actually an interesting week. Forest of Thorns will be the first kingdom to reach 15 stars. No kingdom can currently reach 15 stars. Technically, Darkstone could once it gets a hero class, but it's not getting hero class for another 2 weeks, I believe. It was the last week of August, I believe, is the week it's coming in. The 29th, if I'm not mistaken. Last Friday of this month is when it's coming in. You got a lot of gnomes earlier while farming stones. Stealth gnome event? Haha, no. I don't know, it does seem like the natural rate of them has been a little bit higher recently. I don't know if it's just because I've been paying a little bit more attention to them or just because I've been grinding Explore more. Because anytime you grind Explore, it's going to feel like there's more gnomes just because it's the quickest rate of getting gnomes in the game, even if it's not an event. But, I don't know, it does seem like they're more common lately. Even though it's not even the event. What is not more common are these Arcanes, though. Actually, what's kind of interesting is the Arcane drops at about the exact same rate as a Treasure Gnome during a Treasure Gnome event. So it doesn't feel like it, because we've actually gained more gnomes in a non-gnome event than Arcanes right now from this particular kingdom. Though overall this hour we have gained, what, 5 Arcanes? While only getting 3 Gnomes. Though we haven't been grinding the entire hour, only about half an hour. Okay, what do we grab here? All of it looks bad, we'll stick a green for now. Hopefully take that purple. Even when it's webbed, it's still enough to kill. Also, was that sitting in the corner already? I should have taken that the previous turn, if so. Probably was. Yeah, what Overfiend just said is what you would use for the team. And you can replace out Possessed King with Sylvania Mora. And you can replace out Mountain Crusher with Dragon's Eye. Is Glaceon Bloodhammer team decent for event? Which event? I used it for Brown Tower of Doom. Other than Brown Tower of Doom, I don't really use it for much. And the only reason I really run it for Brown Tower of Doom is it works, and it's a lot of fun to use. You can't do it for Delves because your first slot normally dies too easily in a Doom Skull team. Especially if you're using something like a Wrath in first slot. But even if you're not, even if you're just using Glaceon or something tanky in first slot, it still tends to die. That's because you miss one Doom Skull spam and they just kill you out. It doesn't matter in Tower of Doom because your team replenishes every time. But in Delves it matters because if you lose your one troop, you lost it for the rest of the Delve. Oh no, I wouldn't really bother using Doom Skull spam or even Skull spam most of the time, unless it's a really controlled one like Keeper of Souls or something. Normally I would avoid trying to use Skulls in Delves, especially Doom Skulls. It just has too high of a risk of something dying. And while that doesn't matter in PvP and Tower of Doom, that does matter in Delves. It's also why it's kind of questionable to do it in Guild Wars. It technically works for Guild Wars, but you do lose quite a bit of points if you lose your troop. What's the best soul farming team for Fairish Ra, Dragon Soul, Double Azurus, Umberwolf? Oh, without any of that. The best soul farming team that uses none of that is Triple Warlock Valkyrie. On first challenge Divining Fields. However, you have to be within range of one-shotting everything with your Warlock. If your Warlock does not have enough damage to one-shot, you're better off just doing Arena. Also, in the current state of the game, I believe it's also just better doing Arena in general. Even though it's less souls per hour, you're getting more progress on your account per hour by doing Arena than doing Triple Warlock Valkyrie. Yeah, only if you can kill first challenge Divining Fields one shot on every hit is it worth doing that. Otherwise, wait till you have Dragon Soul and everything else. And just spend time doing Arena, doing soul farming. Oh, you meant just without Fairish Ra? Oh, sorry. Yes, the best team without any Fairish Ras is Dragon Soul, Double Azurus, Umberwolf, or Dragon Soul, Double Azurus, Hero using Purple Storm. And the reason you would do the Purple Storm one is just to passively gain Hero EXP as you do soul farming. It is technically worse than using an Umberwolf, however you gain class EXP while doing so. So it depends if you want that trade-off. Assuming you win in 4 turns or less, it's the exact same thing as Umberwolf. However, if the game drags on for longer than that, it's worse than Umberwolf. But you do gain EXP for each battle, assuming it's not max, whatever hero class you're using. And any Purple Storm hero class can do that. Because it doesn't matter what hero weapon you're using. So it doesn't matter if the hero class has half mana start, just if it has Purple Storm. Also, I guess you could technically do the same thing with Red Storm, though Purple Storm is better since you have Azurus feeding purple. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, and that team's still not too bad. It can average around 30,000 souls per hour, give or take a little bit. You get quite a bit of an increase from putting Fairish Ras, though. But, yeah, it can get around 20, 30,000 per hour. Depends on bonuses and depends how quickly you click. Hey, we got a level. But yeah, does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, I think I'm going to end out for now. We didn't get enough Arcanes to grind all the way. To get those other 5, we could be here for like another hour. If we get really bad luck. If it was only a few, I probably would, but we still need like 6 more. Again, 5 more. There we go. Maybe I should say that every single time and we'll get another 5 in a row. Gosh. Let's see. Did I do it? No, we're still 5 Arcanes short on Arcane Red. We're right on top of it, though. But we're almost there. It's just Arcane Red that we're missing. And we're 5 short. 5 can be accumulated in anywhere from like 10 minutes to like 2 hours if you get super ridiculously bad luck. Realistically, it would take about half an hour though. But it wouldn't consistently be that way. We have no way of knowing how long it would actually take. But statistically, it should take about half an hour if we were to grind it out all right now. But I'm probably not going to finish it out all right now. But anyways, any other questions? Raw is so worth it. Oh yes, definitely. Getting 1 Fairish Raw is basically mandatory before you do soul farming. Just because it saves you hours upon hours upon hours of playing. 1 single Fairish Raw, your very first Fairish Raw is about a 10,000 to 15,000 soul increase per hour just from having 1 Fairish Raw. And the second one is about a 10,000 or so increase, approximately. And something like a Dragon Soul double Fairish Raw with Umber Wolf is around upwards of 50,000 souls per hour. Do you know which classes have purple storms? I forget what tree it's under, as well as every single one that has it off the top of my head. But it would be all with that one tree. I forget what tree that is. I believe it's Arcane? It might not be Arcane. Let me go double check. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got one more Arcane. Wanted to go until we get it. That's not the Arcane I was referring to. I was referring to the Hero Class Arcane, but I'll take it. Whenever you mention the Traitstone indirectly, it keeps coming into the battle, apparently. But we need about 4 more. We'll do that later, though. Close enough. But anyways, let me go check that real quick. But yeah, every single Hero Class that has Purple Storm. If the game will ever load. So, let's see. I know Necromancer has it, so I just need to check what tree that's on. And every single Hero Class that has that tree has Purple Storm start. I believe only this tree has it, though. Every single Hero Class that has Shadow. Shadow has it, right? Yes. Every single Hero Class that has Shadow. So that means you can use, to level up any Hero Class, you could use Assassin. You can use... that's Death. That's something different. You could use, let's see, Assassin, Necromancer, Orb Weaver, Sorcerer, and Thief. Those are all the classes that you could level up passively by using the Purple Storm. Of all of them, Thief would be the most viable, because it's just the best hero class out of every single one I just mentioned. And every single one of those that I mentioned get it at level 20. You do have to grind it out to level 20 before you do that, but then you get Darkstorm, and then you could just run them down into all the battles you need, and start using it to level it up while soul farming simultaneously. Also, you could even add gold farming to it too. It gains 5 gold per turn. That wouldn't be too much, obviously, but hey, might as well. Gives a little bit extra, if nothing else. But yeah, I would say use Thief. It would overall just be the most useful hero class out of every single one I just mentioned. If you don't already have it maxed, that is. Will you say your high-level pit team one more time? It is Mountain Crusher, Apothecary. Actually, I can go show it real quick. Oh, never mind. We don't have any more battles left. I can't show it. But it's Mountain Crusher using either Titan or Sentinel, depending on if you have Sentinel maxed yet. Otherwise, just use Titan. But it's Mountain Crusher using Titan, followed by Apothecary, High King Iron Gut, and Possessed King. If you do not have Possessed King, you use Sylvanimora. If you don't have Mountain Crusher or you prefer using something different, you can use Dragon's Eye. And I don't think there's a proper replacement for Iron Gut. However, you can use any brown high damaging mythic like Megavore or Ketris or something like that. However, Iron Gut is way, way better if you do own it. But technically, any really good brown mythic would work there that has high damage output. But Iron Gut would definitely be the best. And the reason for Possessed King is so you could transform them so that you can devour. And if you don't have Possessed King, you would normally go Dragon's Eye, so you still have a transform option. So you can then do transform to devour if they have immune to devour, just to make sure you can still devour them. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. As I mentioned, we'll be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are definitely going to be finishing the Traitstone grind, if I haven't already off stream. I'll probably just do it on stream, though. At least save the very last one. Oh, no, we actually only need 3 more at this point. But, yeah, we'll do that tomorrow night. Finally have our 300 Traitstone celebration. No, we'll just give out a redeem code tomorrow night once we get that. But, yeah, we're right on top of it. It's not really useful for anything. It's a pretty trivial goal that we set. But, hey, you don't know how many Traitstones we'll need, so might as well. But anyways, guys, I'll catch all of you later. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Don't forget to set your time forward an hour. Yeah, I'll catch all of you later. Thanks for stopping by. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. And I will see you all tomorrow night. Same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone, and good night. Do it today? No. 3. Do you know how long it could take to get 3 sometimes? We could be here another hour, which would be a little bit too long. But no worries, we'll have it by the end of this weekend for sure. Guarantee.